Santana 23 Productions. I want to do a review on my 2005 Scion Tc. I got LEDs everywhere inside the car. Let me see what else I got here. This is a Megan short shifter and the shift knob. It works great. I like it. Considering this car is very old, the shift linkage bushings or something on the linkage cable feels loose. I'm probably gonna have to remove all this and replace that shift linkage cable sometime soon, just because I'm not very happy with the response. As far as that, I'm probably gonna change this shift knob to, I'm gonna see if I can fit one of my Civic hybrid racing heavy shift knob here, just because I love the feeling of the hybrid racing heavy shift knobs. Otherwise, this works fine. I love it. I enjoy it. Short shifter from Megan Racing. I got this cheap eBay shift light. It works. It gets the job done. Just for looks, for shifting. This car is about to hit soon 200,000 miles. This is an 05 Scion Tc, 2-door, 5-speed. That's how they all come. This is from 2005 to 2010, that generation. I have the eBay LED lights. You can change them to like 7 or I believe 9 different colors, and I have it all wired here where you can control the box. Here you go, the unit. See that? You can control it here. Have it nicely all tucked away. Eventually I'm going to upgrade this to an Android touchscreen with backup camera. So we are not done here, okay? I have what's it called, AutoZone seat covers. They get the job done, comfortable. Also AutoZone steering wheel cover. I got the check engine light on, but that's because I'm running headers, DC headers. Well, actually, I'm correct. I'm sorry, not DC headers. It's another. I don't know the name of the brand, but I'm running some headers, and that's why my check engine light's on for that, and also for a thermostat, which I'm gonna be changing that soon, and maybe I could try to put that on video too, so you guys can see. If you guys have questions or comments, feel free to leave them down in the comments. Ask me anything about the Scion Tc. If I'm able to answer it to the best of my knowledge. I do specialize in these cars. I've done engine swaps, transmission, drop the transmission, replace clutch. I mean, and this one's gonna be due for another clutch job, and I already got all the clutch parts ready. Flywheel, the clutch kit. I mean, let's go. Okay, so let me open this up, okay? Just want to show you from the outside so you can get a better view. Right here in the middle. That's what my TC looks like. Look at that, on lowered springs. I got these aftermarket wheels. They get the job done. I got what is it, 225 by 45 17 Goodyear. This is Goodyear all season. They're pretty sporty tires, and they get the job done. I have front and back R1 concept rotors, cross-stroke rotors, as you can see. Gosh, I wish I can. Let me flash a light right there. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful. Going to the back over here, I have LED lights. This light here lights up everything completely. You can buy these off from eBay, and it lights up all completely LED. It's not the stock. The stock Scion Tc only lights up just in the middle. I got a sound system I installed on this. Right now it's not working, it's giving me issues. I am gonna diagnose that. Possibly the amplifier unit is starting to go bad, but it's okay. LEDs all around, as you can see. I mean, it just changes the look of the car, the feeling when you drive this car. If you have any questions, feel free to comment everything. I'm gonna try to see maybe I can vinyl wrap this car. Maybe give it another polish, you know, wax and polish. I mean, you gotta consider this car is a 2005. It's possibly maybe like already more than 20 years old. Get another look at it. Look at that. You don't see any more Scion TCs like this. Let's open the hood. I want to show you what's underneath here. I got LED lights. Shout out to my friend Robert. He helped me find some nice bright LEDs that get the job done. I have them on all my cars. Okay, we open the hood right now. Shout out to my friend Jesse for letting me balance the tires at his shop. You know, I got all this car, you know, running top notch. It's running in top shape. Alright, let me see. Give me one moment here. There you go. Now that's what we're talking about. See that? So to all my Scion TC fanatics, the ones who are still left, because I know a lot of you already, you know, junked these cars, crashed them, retired them, moved on to the second generation, or to the FRSs, or to whatever other, you know, models, SUVs. You guys have families, kids now. But if you have a first gen Scion TC, let me turn this thing off, alright? Give me one moment. There you go. Look at that. Let me turn off the lights. I don't want the battery to go off. Yeah. I think I got that right? Yeah, there you go. Okay. If you have a Scion TC first gen, what I really recommend you do to get power, the least you can get or squeeze out of this, what is it? This is a 2 AZ engine. These only make about 160 horsepower. So get yourself an intake, okay? This is an engine intake, short ram. I'm gonna change it later back to the cold air intake that runs down, and it runs down here. There's a hole here on the bumper because I have achieved maximum power, especially at top end. Get yourself an intake. It could be a good name brand. Don't go too crazy and spend too much money, but just get a good no brand name. Look at the reviews, get an intake, okay? Short ram or a cold air intake. Clean your air filter and clean it at least once a month. Do not soak it in oil heavily. That will affect or damage. It'll contaminate the mass airflow sensor. Okay, this mass airflow sensor is brand new. My old one, it went bad after maybe over 150,000 miles. Change your brake fluid too, okay? Bleed it. This thing gets old. You'll notice a better response in braking. When it comes to suspension too, get yourself one of these strut tower bars. Okay, this one's TRD. It might be genuine, it might not, but it gets the job done. Notice this one does not have any, how would you say that, like any more adjustment. It's just a direct fitment. You see that? that's what you want to get, okay? Because you don't want it too much flexing where it has the extra bolts and nuts, okay? I'm gonna change this cover. I just got one from the junkyard that's just with the letters are colored red. That's all. Just got it off of Camry. Okay, next thing, get headers, okay? You have to let this engine breathe. It's gonna breathe well with a short ram or cold air intake, but you gotta be able to dissipate or get that air exhaust out quick. Get yourself headers, okay? Now I believe these are like shorty headers, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I have another set of headers. They are DC headers, and those are more like long tube headers. I've noticed more power difference and more response with the long tube headers. So this is going to be coming out, and I'm going to be putting back the other long tube headers. Get yourself headers, okay? So we got intake and we got headers. I do my oil change full synthetic, okay? It could be Castro, Mobile, whatever, but just full synthetic, all right? I'm running NGK spark plugs inside here, okay? Clean them. I will take them out, re-gap them, and clean them. Brush them off, clean them. And this engine, it burns oil. So you gotta be on top of these things, especially on the condition of the spark plugs. You gotta be on top of that, because this engine burns oil. This generation of engines, these Camrys, RAV4s, these Scion Tcs, they burn oil, okay? Now other engines, they have a catastrophic fail, and other engines like mine, they last. I stay on top of the oil. I top off the oil. If I'm burning a quart of oil 1 week or every week and a half, 1 week and a half, and I run this engine hard, okay? I run this car hard, but I just stay on top of my maintenance, and this engine just is reliable and it runs strong. But if it burns oil, check your spark plugs, okay? Now, from shout out to Nonstop Tuning, I bought these beautiful, I don't know if you can see it here, there you go, pulleys. I got the one here on the alternator. There's one on the bottom, you can't really see it. We're gonna go here onto the side, okay? There you go, see that? That's the crank pulley, Nonstop Tuning performance pulley. Those pulleys, yes, I noticed a difference. I have not dynoed this car to get some numbers, but just by me driving it, you know, day to day, I do a first, second gear pull. I stack it up how it stacks up against other cars on the roads. This thing performs. It does not disappoint. Yeah, I might lose some races and I win others, but these modifications do not disappoint. So if you got yourself a Scion Tc, do these modifications and you're gonna enjoy the car. You're gonna make the most out of your ride, and we're gonna make this car, you know, the best possible hot rod version that you can out of it. Tuner, whatever, JDM, you know, it's gonna be a very nice sports car for what it is, okay? Bang for buck, reliable. It's an old car, it's paid off. no monthly payments, just insurance and just maintenance. That's it. So we got the intake for suspension. We got the TRD strut tower mount, the bar brace, headers. Like I said, I recommend long tube headers, okay? The pulleys, you can go with Nonstop Tuning if you want. That's the name of the company, Nonstop. Or you can go with any other name brand, other company out there that you know about, that they make them for the Scion TCs. This one has a little custom grill. This one that I made, TRD from the eBay. The little custom grill, this came from the fencing from Home Depot. You could just buy that off. It has that on the bottom too as well, as you can see. I'm trying to look for some fog lights because I want this car to be very bright. I can see the clarity of the lighting, You know, I want it to be more visible at night. The headlights alone, they do a fabulous job, but I do need a set of fog lights on the bottom, and I've had them before on my other Scion Tc, and I was just very happy with the lighting. I was. So this is a 2005 Scion Tc, and when originally I got this car, it was sitting in the owner's backyard for like a couple years. It has spider web, rat nest, the interior was messed up, the air conditioning didn't work, the brakes didn't work, I had to change the master cylinder. The engine was seized. I had another 2006 Scion Tc crashed. This is the engine from that other 2006. So the 2006 engine went into this 2005 chassis, and man, the rest is history. As you can see how everything, there's for the headers, the spacer for the O2 sensor. Sometimes the check engine light will not come on. Other times when you drive the car very hard, it will come on. But this car has been through, you know, man, it's been through back and forth, through everything. I've wrenched on this car, everything. If you have questions, feel free to comment, ask me anything about this. Like I said, I specialize in Scion TCs. Man, these wheels, they're 17 by, I want to say 17 by 8. Yeah, I think I want to say 17 by 8. So they're pretty kind of wide. If you ask me, they're pretty wide. Yeah, 17 by 8. I could be wrong though, but they're on 225 by 45 R17. Okay, you're able to fit that size and this type of rim on these cars, and they're identical front and back. R1 concept rotors, and they do help, especially when I'm pushing this car to its limit. And you know, this car, it just performs. This is my sports car. This is built by me from the ground up. I swapped this engine inside. The clutch, I still reused it from my other old Scion TC. I got a new clutch kit and a new flywheel I'm gonna install again, and I'm gonna give this car its life, renew it back again. This thing performs. I mean, I don't know, you know, to all the Scion TC owners, everybody out there, don't give up. Like, you know, keep following your dreams, keep fixing up, keep repairing, keep maintaining your car. I mean, this thing goes, this thing moves. I don't have no regrets. I'm not even a big fan of JDM 4-bangers, 4 cylinders. But this thing's impressive. I mean, bang for buck, I'm not disappointed. Like, this car, man, it's 20 years old, and it's still on the road. I'm one of the last Scion TCs out there, but I'm gonna keep hustling. I'm gonna keep pushing it, and you know, this thing, if I blow this engine up, which, you know, I run this puppy hard, you know, I'm just gonna swap it with another one. Find me another Scion TC. Like I said, this thing's rated at 160 horsepower. I would say with these bolt-ons, it's probably bumped it up somewhere to 180, which is significant for this kind of car. I haven't dynoed it. It's probably somewhere in the, I don't know, probably in the 150 or 160, you know, at the wheels. That's just an estimate. One thing about the headers, when you put these the headers, it's obnoxiously loud. Okay, keep that in mind. It's annoying. I do not like the sound of that. I'm gonna get a resonator. Right now I'm running this type of headers. I'm gonna put the long tube headers, and I have no resonators, and it's pretty much like straight pipe, and then I got the TRD muffler in the very back. So it is obnoxiously loud. I don't like that, but the power is there. When I rip it to 4,000 RPMs all the way to redline, the power is right there. It's amazing. I like it. You see TRD muffler? This thing, like I said, is obnoxiously loud. That's not my type of preference noise. R1 Concepts, front and back, the cross drill rotors, night and day difference. They perform. If you have a Scion Tc like this, first or second gen, get those R1 Concept rotors or any other cross drill rotors. Test them out. I tested these out, the R1 Concepts, and they have performed very well for me. These headlights, I replaced them a while back. They're starting to get a little yellowish. I'm probably gonna try to clean them up a little bit, and if not, no biggie, I'll replace them again. I just love the feeling, the look of the car, how it looks with brand new shiny headlights. I just love the look of it. If you guys have any questions about the engines, check engine light, or how to do this, how to repair that, I've replaced the alternator on this, how to install the pulleys on the alternators, the non-stop performance pulleys. The starter on this is fairly easy. It's right there, you know, exposed, not complicated. I've had issues with this car too. Check engine light, where it kept popping the fuse for the fuel system circuit. One of the injectors was faulty. I replaced all 4 of them with original Denso, I believe. And man, this car just keeps going. Like I said, I also had a check engine light code. It was actually throwing the upstream O2 sensor, but it turned out master flow sensor. Replace that, and the car just idles and it responds. Clean the throttle body. That's another thing too. Throttle body in the back over there. Open this up. Clean the throttle body. It's safe to clean the throttle body. To clean the throttle body on this, it is safe. Also, I would say look up procedures on how to do it. I normally have somebody, you know, the ignition on, key on, engine off, engine is not turned on, and then have somebody just sit in there while the ignition's on, all the lights on the dash is on. Press the gas pedal, it'll open the throttle plate wide open, and then yourself over here, you can just clean it with a rag. You know, you could just shove your fingers in there gently and just clean all the gunk that's built up on the throttle plate, and this car will respond. Wow. I don't know, I'm probably forgetting or leaving a couple more things out, but so far I'm 22 minutes into the video, but I believe I really touched up a lot on this car. The clutch kit that's on this one is just a stock flywheel. It's just a stock AutoZone brand. The other clutch kit that I have is from Lux. It's from Lux, the brand. Lux clutch kit, and the flywheel is just a OEM compatible flywheel. No performance clutch kit or nothing. I was able to find those parts a bargain at Advanced Auto Store. That's why I'm going to do the clutch job on this. I've also replaced the axles on this. When you're driving at 55 miles per hour and up, there's a vibration. It was actually felt on the passenger side, on this side of the wheel, in this area. You just you gotta inspect the axles. On this side, the axle was very loose. You can wiggle it. Replace both of them, and now when I hit, you know, 60 or even more than that, smooth acceleration, no vibration. I mean, this car just performs. I mean, yeah, this is my Scion Tc, 2005 Scion Tc with a 2006 Scion Tc engine. R1 Concepts, please follow me, sponsor me if you can. I got my other whips, my other cars with R1 Concept rotors. Goodyear tires sponsor me too. I got Goodyear tires on this front and back. I'm happy with them. I am happy with other brands too, BF Goodrich's, Falcons. Non-stop pulleys, if you can sponsor me. I got the pulleys on this car. the Scion Tc. I got them on my Civic K24 swap. I'm gonna try to upload another video on that, show the review for that. Man, I don't know what's the next thing for this besides the clutch jump. Control arms, those things are old. It's still the same old control arms. Probably the rear, what is it, for the alignment, the toe adjustment arms, those have to get replaced. The nut on them, they lock up and they seize this. It makes it harder to do alignment adjustments in the back. That's what I'm gonna do, also toe in the back. All these things you just do on the car, it's just gonna perfect it. It's just gonna, I mean, the car already drives good, but we're not done. I mean, we have so much room for improvement. Like, feel free to comment, follow Santana 23 Productions, my Instagram, my TikTok too, Santana 23 Productions. I want to start a trend, bring the Scion Tc community back. Follow if you have any questions. My LED lights, the product I'm using, the headers. Like I said, they're loud, obnoxious, but the power's there. When I rip this thing 4,000 RPMs and up, this thing unleashes the power. It cries like the Banshee and it moves. Such an old car, but man, it's got power still. I'm not disappointed. I'm gonna see if I could probably build another one. I wish I could probably K24 swap this too, but that I don't know. I don't have the blueprint for that yet. In my other videos, you'll see I got my other Civic K24 swap. That I do have the blueprint for that. But look at how beautiful it sits. It's sitting on aftermarket springs. I do not know the name of the brand. I did install KYB shocks front and back. I got these aftermarket wheels. To me, I love these aftermarket wheels. They're slightly a little lighter than the stock Scion Tc wheels. But if I find another set of lighter wheels, I'm gonna probably replace these just because I want that light feeling. I'll probably test out Falcon tires on this one because I have Falcon tires on my other cars and I'm happy the way how they grip and how they drive. Falcons, if you're out there, sponsor me. I'm gonna try to, tag as much as everything. But like I said, the beginning story with this car, shout out to my friend Hugo. He's the one who went with me all the way to Long Beach to go get this car, and we towed it back to my house. And here it is running. Another 60,000. I believe I got the car when it had only 120,000 miles, and I'm already at 190,000 miles. So I mean, this thing is just amazing, man. Shout out to my friend Hugo. He went over there, we towed the car back to my house, and from there swapped the 2006 engine to this 2005 chassis, and man, the rest is history. Shout out to my friend Jesse, if letting me use his balancing machine, balance these wheels, recharge my AC. This thing blows cold air. Amazing, right? Shout out to my friend Robert for the bright LED lights that he recommended me. He recommends all my LED lights for all my whips, and they perform. I'm gonna do more reviews on my other cars, the K24 swap, the Mustang GT. This is just one of them. I just want to show you, if you have a Scion Tc, don't give up on the dream. Don't give up on your hopes. Don't sell it. Don't get rid of it. Do these modifications that I have done. I mean, this thing's gonna perform. It's gonna drive. I'm probably gonna see if I could try to acquire a second generation Scion Tc. I had one in the past. It only lasted for a little while. I got rid of it, sold it. It was an automatic. I don't regret it. I prefer stick shift. When it comes to these cars, it's gotta be stick shift. I might get one of these automatic because this one's stick, and that way I can just have, at least one of each kind. The interior is still in immaculate condition. Wow. Santana 23 Productions. Follow and subscribe. If you have any more questions, feel free to comment. This is my Scion Tc from me to you. Just want to show you my world and the cars that I own. And if you have any questions of what it takes to build one or what to do, ask me. I'll do my best to answer it to the best of my knowledge. I specialize in these cars. So the next video I'll do on this car again, you're gonna see different changes, different modifications, and it doesn't stop there. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I think I pretty much touched up on another thing I wanted to note, those non-stop pulleys. I also replaced the belt and the tensioner, and let me tell you, the car runs more smoother. The belt, no belt noises, and that's the thing what you got to do with these cars, okay? You got to maintain them, take care of them. That way they can get you to where you have to, you know, to your destination. Let's fire it up, all right? I just want to give you guys a okay, turn this off. The lights down there. As you can see, it's kind of loud. They can get obnoxiously loud. They can. But for now, it gets the job done. The power's there. That's all that matters to me. It's annoying, but the power's there. Like I said, I'm gonna try to add a resonator to that exhaust, because I'll probably restrict the power just a little bit. But the sound, it is obnoxious. I don't like that sound. That's not my preference of sound. I love the V8 sound. I love the sound of K24 engine. That's the kind of sounds that I'm into. And I'm gonna probably try to get a resonator just to muffle it, bring the noise down a little bit. So follow Santana 23 Productions, my TikTok, Instagram. Any questions, Scion Tc owners out there, everybody follow. Let's bring the community back. And I'm here to bring back your Scion Tc back to life. The doctor, the specialist. Follow Santana 23 Productions.